Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Haley.
I'm Jenna. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. We're not reacting to anything. This is going to be kind of our year-end video. We decided to wrap up the year.
Or year-end Yap.
Year-end Yap. We're going to just basically reminisce on the year. We thought of some cute categories, and we're just going to give you guys like our top 5.
Mm-hmm.
These will be in no particular order. I couldn't rank them if I tried. It was hard enough to narrow it down to 5. So at the end, there is like an honorable mention slide.
And we'll probably think of some other stuff as we go.
Yeah, it's pretty long. But we have some fun categories, like our favorite new groups, like best first impression, favorite music videos, title tracks, things like that.
Songs we'd like to hear for the first time again. Yeah.
So it should be pretty fun. We're excited. We hope you guys enjoy just listening to us yap. You know, we like to ramble on. Yeah. We like to reminisce.
Our tangents.
But we thought it'd be a fun way to just reflect on everything that we've done this year, because we have just taken in so much new music.
It's been, 6 months? When did we post our first
7.
video? Was it 7?
Yeah, May 31st was the AT's comeback.
Look at you memorize. We've been doing YouTube for, like 7 months now. And it has gone by so fast, I have to say.
Seriously.
It does not feel like it's been 7 months.
No, where did this entire year go?
And I feel like we've already come so far, video-wise. Like, we're now comfortable in front of the camera.
Yeah.
We can look at each other without laughing most of the time.
Not all the time.
Our quality looks better.
Yeah.
We sound better. Hopefully. We had mic issues today. So we'll see how that turns out.
We've come a long way. And you guys might think that we've been friends for a long time. No. Just since April of this year.
Yeah. Just April.
Yeah. Like a month and a half before we started this channel.
We bonded over like ATs. Well, I made a Facebook post asking to make K-pop friends to go to concerts with. And I knew of her for years.
Yeah, we've been acquaintances for a long time.
Through mutuals. And she was like, oh, I love ATs. And I was like, perfect. Say less. And we immediately planned to go to the record sale day? Or record day sale? I don't know what it's called. And we got up at 6 or 7 a.m. just to go. Yeah,
I think we were there at 7, weren't we?
Just to wait in line to get the ATs vinyls.
Yeah.
So that was our first experience together. First time meeting, and it was us lining to go get the ATs vinyls.
Yeah. And it was the morning after ATEEZ second Coachella performance. Yeah. So we were up until 2 a.m. watching them live on YouTube at Coachella. So we had 4 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
And we stayed up all day at our friend's house watching K-pop stuff on YouTube, and we don't remember most of it because we were out of it.
Because we don't even have a record player. So we had to go to their house just to listen to the vinyls we bought for ATEEZ.
Yep, that was fun.
So yeah, we haven't really been close that long. But, now we're Tweedledee, Tweedledum.
Pretty much.
Starting business together. We got a YouTube channel together. As soon as we connected, it's just
fast friends.
We've done anything and everything now. A YouTube channel, a business, going on trips.
Oh yeah.
Concerts.
Our first K-pop concert. We're also both oversharers, so that probably helps too. Because I think our second weekend of hanging out, we just emotionally dumped on each other.
And it's you can never say anything that'll make me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, unless it's something, illegal. But,
okay. Maybe.
If somebody gave me some kind of really bad confession, that might make me uncomfortable. But, yeah, we're both oversharers, which I'm sure you could probably tell from watching our videos. But, yeah, we just kind of clicked, and here we are.
with you guys. And this channel has been so fun. I was so scared to do this. One, because I'm an introvert.
Yeah.
But two, the internet is typically kind of a mean place. So I was really nervous. I figured we were probably going to get a bunch of comments from people telling us that we suck.
We're old, or talking about our looks.
We're not
or
even
something.
old.
I know. And it's like, I've always been so big into watching reaction videos, especially for K-pop in the last, year or two. And Caitlin Benson, like, she is one of my favorite reactors. And I was like, you know what? She just makes me want to do YouTube. And here we are.
Here we are. But we are just so happy with the way this has turned out. Like, you guys have been amazing. Just the most helpful, kind, and supportive comments. Like, we're so thankful for y'all. Like, we really haven't gotten any mean comments. Like, there's been 2, I think. We remember, trust me.
We've got names in our burn book.
Yeah. So, we're very thankful for you guys. We're glad you're here. We just wanted to have, like, a safe, positive space where we could just all come and enjoy music together. So,
of course, like, most of our comments are just people that are there to see us react to the specific videos and things of their favorite groups. I get that. I do the same thing. But now that we're starting to, like, really get into things, into the groove of things, we have started to see comments from people like, oh, y'all are our favorite reactors, or we love y'all's channels, we love y'all's videos. And that just makes us feel so good. We love y'all.
Sometimes you make me want to cry.
Because I don't expect people to... That sounds very depressing. I don't expect people to just subscribe to us because they like us.
Right.
They just want to see their favorites, So when we do get people that subscribe and watch multiple of our videos of other groups, or they discover new groups because they just want to watch us.
Yeah. We love that. That makes us happy because we're
People
not
like
that
us.
interesting. We're not that fun, but we kind of are a little bit fun, we think.
I think we could be funny.
We have fun. So...
But like she said, she's very introverted. I am complete extrovert. There's not an introverted bone in my body.
But it really works well. We're the complete opposites of each other. So I feel like she brings stuff out of me, and sometimes I rein her in a little bit.
We complete each other. And that's probably why we got along so quickly in the beginning. Because you're just sitting there in the car and I'm just talking about all this crazy stuff.
And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm a great listener.
You just entertain me while I speak.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But now you talk. You're comfortable now, especially on camera.
Yeah, I've become a bit of a yapper. I think it's just, I can talk if I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
I can talk about something that I'm very, passionate about or interested in. But if we were just sitting here, I don't even know.
I could write a thesis and come up with an entire presentation on any topic you give me.
No.
I'm a talker. I'm a yapper. I graduated from Yap Academy,
4.0.
So, if you go back and watch, but if you've watched some of our first videos, I feel like I have to brag on us, and especially you. We've really got comfortable. We've come out of our shells. Before it was the weirdest thing ever to hear myself talking. Now, all I do is listen to myself talk while editing or sending voice messages. It's nothing now.
Yeah.
And I'm so used to being in front of camera. I'm now not as self-conscious with how I look because I'm so used to seeing myself in many angles.
Yeah, I had to get over that.
Some very unflattering angles.
Oh, well.
But it's I feel like YouTube has done a lot for me in that aspect too, because it's just not only is now everyone able to see and hear anything I put on the internet.
Yeah.
I'm essentially forcing myself to adapt to seeing and hearing that as well.
Uh-huh.
It's like exposure therapy
Pretty
for myself.
much to our own selves.
Yes.
Because, rough sometimes.
Because the first time we even, like, pointed a camera towards ourselves, we couldn't even keep a straight face.
No.
We were just like, this is awkward.
We were so nervous. I'm glad we got over that. It took a few months, but it's fine. We're learning as we go. So if you've been here since the beginning, bless your hearts.
I don't know how you've stayed this long. I don't know how you made it through those videos, but thank you.
I feel like I should apologize for what we've put you through.
Like, we were boring, our editing was shit.
So bad.
You know, the quality, the lagging,
the lag.
the pixels, like, or sound from our mic. Like, it used to be so bad. Which I know we were still new to it. But for video quality and sound to be that bad in this day and age of technology is astounding.
Yeah, like, y'all, we don't know what we're doing at all.
No, not at all. But we're making progress.
Yeah. Now, we made these lists that you'll see. They're a little bit biased, but okay, you have to realize, if you look at our videos and our playlists, we've done the most NCT out of anybody on our channel. So I feel like it makes sense for our list to be very heavily NCT, because it's what we've done the most. But we tried to be very honest with our favorites. But, you know,
I'm not gonna lie, I'm very biased.
We tried to have a...
You'll see with my list, I'm very biased.
She's worse.
Yeah.
I tried to put a variety.
I mean, it'd be different. So we're only basing these lists off of what we've done for YouTube.
Yes.
So this doesn't include anything we've listened to or have seen outside of YouTube. So there could be things that are different on this list if we were to make one for, like, in general.
That is correct. I will say there are a couple things, like mostly with our favorite albums, where we may have not reacted to the full album, but we did react to things on that album. And then I listened to the album on my own. That might be the only case, though, of that. I apologize.
That might be you.
Sorry. Oops. Well, I wanted to be honest. Those are some of my favorite albums.
So, like, there are a lot of things we listen to that we haven't done for YouTube. So, this is just strictly what we've done from YouTube, what you have access to see on YouTube or Patreon. So that's what this is based off of.
Yes.
So it is going to be very biased, or seem very biased, because we've done the most of NCT.
But there's a lot of other stuff. A lot of Thai groups made it, and a lot of other K-pop and some J-pop.
If your favorites are not on here, do not be offended. Fear not. I'm sure we will see more of them in the future that we will really like.
Yeah, and we probably do really love them. They just weren't top 5.
Yeah, it's just hard to be.
It was hard to decide.
It's taken us a while to put this list together.
Yeah, we thought about this for
I
weeks.
was going to take the time. My original idea was taking my time to go through and find my favorite clips or favorite parts of things for each of these. No. If y'all wanted it bad enough, I could do it. But that would take forever. Yeah. Because I already know this Yap video is going to be a long one.
Should we get into it?
Are you ready to start?
If you've made it through this intro, like, sorry it was so long, should we
yap a lot.
Insert a clip saying, this is going to be a long intro, you can just
skip intro. We could just have that one long chapter for intro. My apologies for throughout the video if I cough a lot, my asthma's acting up really bad. So I'm gonna be a bit wheezy. Call me Ron Wheezy.
Wheezy. Okay, guys.
Get us going. What we got first?
So our first category is our favorite new groups that we kind of discovered, period, this year, or just really got into.
What is number 1 for your list?
We're there in no particular order, ma'am.
Fine.
Okay. So I'm on the left. Her list is on the right. It will be that way on every slide. But, so this is in no particular order, but I picked Proxy, which is a Thai pop group, NCT, of course. Treasure has been amazing. Bus, that's another Thai pop group. And then for me personally, I picked CIX, which we only did them in our Let's Dive In series. I introduced them to her, but
love them.
I only knew them because one of my other friends showed me their jungle music video, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I have to show this to her. And that was the only song I knew. I then went down the rest of their music videos. I probably listened to half their discography at this point. Like, I love their music. So they had to make it on my list. There were some honorable mentions that were hard not to put here, but they had to. What about you?
Okay, let's see.
Our list is the same except for the last.
Literally the same. Of course, Proxy. Amazing. Like, do we have to say more than that? Like, Proxy, if you haven't heard Traffic, go listen to Traffic by Proxy. Yes. It is amazing.
It was my most listened to song in the month of November. It was so good.
Of course, we have NCT. We have talked on this a little bit before, which we will probably talk more about it throughout the video. We did not like NCT in the beginning at all. We were anti-NCT until we started YouTube. And what's funny, I told her in the car one time when we were headed to Walmart, I said, you know what's going to be funny? If our channel takes off with NCT of all groups when we don't even like them.
And it did.
Lo and behold, we've been converted.
And it did. We were so pissed at the beginning when those were the videos that were doing well for us. We were like...
But NCT, I'm telling you, they are my second alt group. We have ATs and NCT. I can't even put one above the other much because...
well, I can, but...
For me, I can't put one much above the other because I am obsessed with both of them. They rule my lives. They decide when I spend my paycheck.
Pretty much, yeah. ATs is still my number one. They always will be. For reasons we won't get into in this video. But NCT is definitely number 2. And, you know, it's not like a big gap either. It's close.
So yeah, NCT, I'm obsessed with them. So they're definitely one of my favorite new groups. We also have Treasure, who is one of our newly acquired groups. They are making their way to be an old group. Love Treasure. I've loved everything I've heard from them since you introduced them to me in our Dive In series. Obsessed with them. We have Bus, which if y'all haven't seen our Liar reaction, you should go watch that. Or just go watch their video because... amazing. I love Bus so much.
I know, they're so good.
So good. I love their music. Super excited to do more from them. And we also have The Boys. The first song we did by them, I didn't really like. The Gibberish song, I was like, you know, I didn't feel like we really got to hear much from them, which was a Japanese single, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But then once we heard, like, Watch It, Nectar...
Watch It was good. Thrill Ride.
I was in. And I am obsessed with The Boys. Like, I love them. So these are definitely some of my favorite groups. I listen to every single day. Like I said, this doesn't include people we listen to on our outside of YouTube.
Correct.
But from YouTube, these are my favorites.
for almost all of them, it was like love at first listen. Excluding NCT, but we've discussed that.
Yeah. Like The Boys and NCT. Well, the first NCT video we did, was it Moonlight or Give Me That?
I think it was Give Me That.
Oh, well, I loved Give Me That.
Well, I did too.
Moonlight, I did like Moonlight. I thought Renjin was beautiful. But then once we got into, you know, like the two baddies and stuff, I was like, oh, well, this is different.
They did that. It was.
This is different. It's not even that we really heard any bad music from them, that we didn't like any of the stuff we've watched. It's just, I think we went into NCT already having it in our head that we weren't going to like them.
We went into it closed-minded.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Which isn't good when you're doing YouTube reactions.
No.
But we went into it very biased, and then once we actually started listening to them, that's all it took.
Yeah. We just had to give it a chance.
We had to stop being grouchy old people set in our ways.
They're gonna think we're like 40. No.
I'll never tell. Plot twist, we're like 50.
Well, should we move on to the next category?
To the next category.
I don't even remember what it was. Favorite music videos. Okay, this one honestly was a little bit hard, but then it got easier. So for me, if y'all don't know, The Seventh Sense is like my favorite NCT song. I love that song. It ended up being my number 2 most listened to song of this year. It is incredible.
If you've heard anything from Jenna or have learned anything about Jenna from our channel, it is that she loves The Seventh Sense.
I love The Seventh Sense. That's all you need to know. That's my identity. The Seventh Sense girl. I also love the Bona Bona music video. It is amazing. That's by Treasure. If you don't know, it's so good. The choreo is amazing. Traffic by Proxy. Love at first listen. Love at first sight. Obsessed with the song. Obsessed with the video. The Bandit will forever be iconic.
The Bandit.
Yeah.
You need a t-shirt with him on it that says The Bandit.
Please.
We'll make merch.
Kick It by NCT 127. Incredible music video. If you don't know, Taeyong is my bias, and him in that music video is just life itself. And then Tiger Inside by Super M. The crop top handbok is crazy. The primal growling is crazy. A video is so good. Anyways, back to you, Haley.
Alright, first on the list, Dandelion and Roses. I don't even know if I need to elaborate further. I literally got goosebumps when we watched and reacted to those videos. Not only does Jan have the most amazing voice, like, we call him Mr. Perfect.
We do.
He went from Jawline Guy to Mr. Perfect. The Dandelion and Roses is just... It's just that video.
It is. So
I
good.
love it. And I love those two songs. Another one is Trigger from The Boys, which I'm a sucker for the, like, anarchy kind of vibes and stuff. So I loved that music video. And the way everybody looked, their outfits, the choreo, it was almost, like, aggressive in your face, but also, like, almost ominous.
Yeah.
It was very kind of, like, spooky. That's right up my alley. I really liked that video. Volcano from Treasure. Okay, so this video, it wasn't what I was expecting.
Not at all.
I was shook. So if you haven't seen us react to that yet, you should go watch it. Because the, like, rock elements they do is insane.
Yeah.
But the video itself, the outfits, everything, it just...
Them in that car.
It was just chaos, so
great.
high energy.
Yeah.
I loved it. Then we have Move by T5, Treasure. I don't think I need to say anything else.
If you've seen it, you know.
That's where I discovered Junkoo and Do Young. So those are two, well, yeah, basically two of my biases. We also have Kick It. Thanks. I don't even have to clarify more.
Say less.
But, like, one of my old biases is Hey Chan. So, and plus it had Mark in it. The rap was amazing. The visuals, the choreo, it's just so funky, fresh.
It was amazing.
Loved it, 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
Like, after that music video ended, I just felt like my brain had nothing else in it but that. It was like a sense of euphoria. I think it altered something.
The
and
dopamine.
The song, yeah. The song is just amazing.
It's like, oh, suddenly I'm okay with living.
This did it. I can go on another day.
Like, of course, there's tons of videos we've watched. I mean, we've reacted to a lot of content. We've loved so many things. But these are the ones that stuck out music video-wise to us. Because some of these, like, I'm never going to get over.
Yeah.
Dandelion and Roses, it was like a staple.
I'll never move on.
It's like a monument in history. Statue of Liberty.
There you go.
The foundation of America.
Should we move on?
On to the next.
Okay. Favorite title tracks. Y'all, this one was so fun.
As you see, I'm biased.
You're very biased. So if you don't know, On My Youth, that's by Wavy. That is my favorite Wavy song. I listen to that song almost every day. I love that song. That was the music video that made Yang Yang my bias. So good. And then I picked Ayo by NCT 127. I also listen to that song just about every day. It is so good. The music video was amazing. Boy is Treasure's debut song. That is like my favorite Treasure song. I also listen to that every single day. It is so good. Just such a good song for Haruto. Crazy Love, that is by Proxy.
Song.
I'm assuming this is a title track. It was their debut song, so I think so. But that had to go on this list because that song is amazing. That music video is so good. That's like our new, greeting. If you haven't heard that song, you should go listen to it. It's so good. And then to be honest with you, I don't know if Touch is a title track. I just kind of assumed that it was. So if that's not a title track, I apologize. Here it is.
Regardless, you like it.
Yeah. So this is by NCT 127. I just love that song. I don't know. After we heard it, and we heard it not that long ago, we pretty much just really discovered it. I don't know, y'all. And it's not our usual vibe, but I love that song so much. The video was good, so that had to go on my list.
Take it away. Okay, favorite title tracks. Number 1, Ayo. Now, I don't know if y'all know this. I don't know if I mentioned it before. Ayo is one of my, top favorites. I even seen comments where people said that people don't like Ayo because they said it was too weak or too soft compared to the other stuff they put out.
It's so good.
It is perfect. I am obsessed with Ayo. The video, the performance video, everything about Ayo. I'm losing my voice. Everything about Ayo couldn't be better. I'm obsessed with it. Next one, When I'm With You. This is from their new one from Dreamscape. I'm obsessed with it. I can't tell you how many times I've watched it or how many times I've watched their performance video and dance practice and live stages and fan cams.
Yeah, you have a lot.
If you don't know, I'm obsessed with the Dreamscape albums, so this was absolutely amazing. Love it. Walk. Was that the first 127 song? No? Because we did Two Baddies.
We did Two Baddies and...
But that was the first album we did.
This is the first album, yeah.
Okay. One of my favorite albums, the Walk album, but also Walk is one of my favorite songs. Total, like, ever. I am obsessed with Walk. It is one of my favorite eras, and I can't say enough good things about Walk. Well, I could talk forever, but we'll move on. Next is Beatbox. We only reacted to this recently, and amazing, 10 out of 10. Love it. I listen to it every single day already. Cherry Bomb. That's another one of those songs. It's right up there with Ayo, you know? I listen to it every day. I think it's mainly because of Mark's rap.
Oh, really?
And Cherry Bomb.
Well, I feel like that was a big turning point for you with Mark.
Yeah.
That, like, made him a bias, I think.
Is it?
I think it was the Cherry Bomb choreo. Yep. A lot of TikToks on that one.
Yeah, okay, so Cherry Bomb Mark became a bias. A bias was born from Cherry Bomb. Love that.
Yes, we do.
So yes, as you can see, I'm a little biased. My favorite title tracks are all NCT. So believe when I say I love them now, I am not lying. My life is NCT. I bleed green now.
Yeah, she does. Okay, on to the next. Our favorite B-sides, you guys. This was the hardest one to narrow down to 5. So there are a lot on my...
like starting a lawnmower.
Like Blue's Clues. There are a lot of B-sides on my honorable mentions page. Okay, thank you. All right. So first is Sun and Moon. This is from the Cherry Bomb album for NCT 127. I listen to this every day. It is my favorite song on that album. I love this song. I Love You. This is from Treasure on their first album that we did a reaction to. We loved that song. It's so good. Call D from the NCT Golden Age album is life itself.
That's like her Seventh Sense up there. It's up there.
Yeah, we love some Call D. And then OK is from NCT's Universe album. That song, we first heard that in like a compilation edit.
And we looked up what it was called. We were like, this sounds so cool.
Yeah, it literally sounded kind of like an American rap song. Yeah. We were like, what is this? So we Shazammed it, I think. And it was NCTU, and we were like,
what?
What?
So we were obsessed immediately.
Yeah. So... love this song so much, and like OK and Call D are great songs for Taeyong. And then my last one, I had to put Wasp from P1 Harmony. It's Intact and Jongsob's like rap. Y'all, if you have not heard that song, you should.
Definitely.
Yeah, Jongsob is my bias. He is such a good rapper. So is Intact. Honestly, that kind of almost... he might be a bias too at this point. I don't know. But just incredible songs. We love some B-sides. And we did react to Wasp. It's on our Patreon.
Yeah.
But we did react to that. We have reacted to all of these, but they're like on our full album reaction. So those are over on Patreon. If you haven't seen those and you want to check them out. I don't think any of these are on our YouTube. Well, I Love You is, because there's a music video. But I think that's the only one.
Well, with mine, I think most of them are on YouTube. Except for Quiet Down. Well,
Was there a track video for that?
There was, but did we put Quiet Down on YouTube?
I don't remember, to be honest.
I don't know. But with mine, it totally not biased. Poison, not just because of the video. It's not because of that. Poison is one of my all-time favorite songs. Okay, so when I was making a separate playlist for like daily listens, I somehow realized I had actually added Poison 3 times to my playlist. So I feel like that had some kind of effect on my yearly wrap up.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's no telling which one I kept clicking. So
yeah.
But it would have been at the top. I no telling how many times I've had it on repeat. Quiet Down. Same as Poison. Literally, they're back to back. It's a dangerous duo, but back to back.
They are.
If you have not watched the live stage
with the boxes
for Quiet Down, do yourself a favor. Go watch that. Go look up Quiet Down NCT Dream box. It'll show you what you need to see.
Yep.
Same with Poison. Their dance practice they had, absolutely amazing. I love Poison. The choreography is just beautiful. Dreaming. This was one that you weren't that big of a fan of.
It's fine.
I'm obsessed with it. It is one of my favorite songs completely. I'm like obsessed, in love with it. I don't even know if I've watched the video maybe one time since we reacted to it, but the song itself, I listen to it constantly. The Bat.
Say less. The Bat left us speechless.
The Bat is like one of the first videos to ever like make me cry a little bit.
Yeah, it was.
G-Sung, of course, was already my bias, but I had never seen him like that. So that about gave me an aneurysm. Mm-hmm. Also had Hendry in it. And I'm still so upset that in the video they cut out G-Sung's speed rap. But we won't get on to that. But, yeah. The Bat.
A legend. A true legend.
Can't be beat.
Like, I'd never heard the song before we reacted to the video. You had.
Yeah.
So when it came on and that bass hit, my soul left my body because that's the last thing I was expecting.
Yeah, The Bat, before I had... Okay, so this is how I'm going to explain it. I am a Spotify shuffler maniac. I have heard no telling how many songs by how many groups. I can't even begin to tell you how many songs I have added to my playlist. It's over 800. Do I listen to them still? Maybe not. But they're there. Just so I'll know if I need to go search. Have I heard this song? Probably. The Bat, That's Not Fair. Broken Melodies. And there was one more. There was like 4 songs I had in total.
Was it Boom?
Boom. At 4 songs total that I had on my playlist by NCT. The first time I heard The Bat and That's Not Fair, I was obsessed. So I was like, oh, well, I wonder if I'll like more by them. I searched NCT and all I seen was NCT U, NCT 127, NCT Dream. I was like, I backed out.
It's confusing.
I just went back and I was like, okay, we'll just stick with The Bat and That's Not Fair. I don't know what I'm looking for. We didn't make it too far into NCT. So that's why it's like, I knew these songs and I loved them, but I knew nothing about any of the members. Yeah. Except for the fact that I was obsessed with Ji-Sung's voice.
Yeah.
And his rapping. I just didn't know who it was. So when I got to put the face to the voice...
You were like...
It was done. He was destined to be the bias.
Yeah.
No Escape. That is a new favorite. And when I tell you I almost blew a gasket when I seen that they actually performed this at their last show. Something about this song. I don't know what they put in it.
Crack,
chloroform, something. They put something in No Escape that just like scratches that itch in the brain in a way that's never been scratched before. I could listen to this constantly and it still sounds just as good the first time. Like Mark's rapping in it, like his emoji kind of rapping, Hae-chan's voice, and Jisung's whispering.
That did it
Jaemin's
for me.
rap too.
It's a good song. That's probably my favorite song on the album. Yeah.
So yeah, these are our favorite B-sides.
Yours are all Dream except for one, aren't they? I think so.
Well, I'll be.
Good Lord.
I'm not biased.
It's fine. It's all fine.
It's fair though, because Hae-chan and Jisung are like my two mains for NCT.
I've got 3 Taeyong songs. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, y'all. I don't know what's up next. It'll be a surprise for all of us. Oh, favorite albums! Yay!
Oh, yay!
This was a fun one.
I love this one.
Now, we have not done all of these on our Patreon or on YouTube, but we've at least done something on the album. Okay. Excuse me, I choked on my spit. I really want to drink, but I'm going to mess up my lips.
That's fine. I'm sure they won't zoom in.
She's gonna kill me.
Sorry.
So first up for me is gonna be Golden Age by NCT. We did do that one. I think that was our first full NCT
Life-changing
album, and it certainly was. So you know that had to make it on my list. That is an incredible album. If you haven't heard the whole thing, you should. Next is Steady by NCT Wish. We did not do the full album, but we did react to their 3 songs that had music videos. I listened to the rest of the album on my own. I love that album so much. The full thing, I think, is amazing. Pass the Mic is by the Ballistic Boys from Exile Tribe. They are a J-pop group. They are my alt J-pop group. We did not do this album. We did a song from this album, but then our video got blocked. So it's on our Patreon for free if you want to see us do like a Ballistic Boys deep dive. They're amazing, so you really should check them out. This is my favorite album. You don't want to know how much I spent to get this album from Mercari Japan, but I had to. It was my most listened to album of the year when I got my year-end wrap. And then we've got Cherry Bomb by NCT 127. I love that album so much. Sun and Moon, Cherry Bomb, Whiplash, like favorites. And then I had to put ATs somewhere on our PowerPoint. They're our alt group. Golden Hour Part 2 was such a good album. We did not do a full album reaction to that. We did do the Ice on My Teeth music video. So, you know, it's adjacent, so I slid it on here. Just an amazing album. Everything on there was so good.
Yeah, the only reason I don't have ATs is because my favorite stuff hasn't been since we've started doing YouTube.
Well, I agree, but it was better than part 1, so I put it on here. I was struggling a little bit with full albums because, okay, y'all, I've talked about this in another video, but I would say the majority of actual full albums we've done are NCT Dream.
Yeah.
I love them so much. I truly do. But their music's not my favorite. So I was struggling a little bit in the album category. Mm-hmm. So I put those on there.
For me, Golden Age, like I said in our Golden Age reaction, this is going to be an album that is going to be almost impossible to beat. Like, it's going to be a favorite, and it's going to be hard for something to take its place. Yeah. It needs to be displayed with lights around it. Like, it is one of the best albums. So, Golden Age, number one. It will always be number one. Next, we have both the Dreamscape albums. I just had to put both. I couldn't just put 1 and 2 because I need an extra spot or I'd look too biased. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, Dreamscape 1 and 2. If you don't know, I mean, if you've been here a while, you'll know that Dreamscape I'm obsessed with. Ever since we did the reaction to it, it has become one of my favorite albums. I listen to, like, the entire albums every single day. I'm in deep. Same with Walk. Absolutely obsessed. One of my favorite 127 albums. Treasure, Second Step. We just did this recently. Mm-hmm. And when I tell you, my mind was blown. Yeah. There wasn't a single bad song on there.
No. It almost made it to my list.
Like, when I went through and I was like, which songs do I want to add to, like, my playlist? I added almost every single song from both albums.
I added the whole thing.
I was like, this is an amazing album. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I definitely had to add that one. I can't wait to buy this one. I can't wait to get our first Treasure albums and photo cards. Mm-hmm. Super excited about that. But yeah, it had to be added to this list, definitely, because it left such a lasting impression. And of course, we have Hot Sauce, another NCT Dream. Mm-hmm. The entire album, non-skip. Like, I love all the songs on Hot Sauce. Irreplaceable is another one of my favorite B-sides. I just ran out of slots on my choices, but
well, you can add it here for honorable mentions.
Irreplaceable. I am obsessed with that song. Hot Sauce is good too, but Irreplaceable is one of those that I will always find myself going back to.
My Youth was my favorite on that album.
Beautiful song. Mm-hmm. Yeah, as far as albums go that we've done since doing YouTube, these are definitely the favorites.
I'm sorry, I cheated a little bit on my list. I apologize. It's the only list, though.
Not saying that we didn't enjoy the other albums, because even if we didn't like all the songs, there's still songs that we like from every album we've done. It's just these, either I listen to every single song on it every day, or it's just an unforgettable kind of album.
Yes. And I had to add NCT Wish's new album, Steady, because that was really my turning point with them. Like, before that album, their music was kind of mid for me. Like, it was fine. It wasn't bad or anything. It was good, easy listening music. But that album was like my turning point with them, so that had to make it here. It was a favorite.
I find myself listening to Steady a lot lately. I don't know if I've listened to the album, but maybe once. But Steady, I like that one. I do like their songs. It's just I wouldn't normally go out of my way to listen to them. Yeah. But Steady, I find myself not skipping it.
It's good. I'd say the most I listen to On and Dunk Shot.
Oh, yeah.
Should we move on?
On to the
I don't know what's next. Oh, most replayed. It was hard not to put the 7 cents on, like, every single slide, basically.
We tried to mix it up a little on some of these, or else every slide would almost be the same. Mm-hmm. So we tried to mix things up a little bit.
Yeah, or else it would be boring.
Yeah.
But we tried to have a good variety while being honest and genuine with our lists.
Not too biased.
Correct. So my most replayed, no one is shocked, it's the 7th Sense. Like, that would definitely be my most replayed new song of this year. Boy. I can't breathe. Boy by Treasure, I listen to multiple times a day, every day. She knows. She's been in the car. I love that song. All Around the World, that is a Ballistic Boys song. It is from the Pass the Mic album. This is actually my third most replayed song of the year. So, and then Traffic by Proxy. You guys, when we first heard this song, for the next weeks after that, I would just literally have it on a loop. Yeah. Like, it would end and I would push the back button and listen to it again.
It felt so short, too.
Yeah. It's too short. So, that definitely had to make it on the list. And then Mayday Mayday by Atlas. They're another Thai-pop group that we have done. Y'all... This song I am obsessed with. I listen to it every day. Like, I think I probably listened to it like 6 times just today. Like, I listened to it while I was getting ready, while I was painting my nails. I put the music video on. I love this song. So you should check it out if you don't know.
And we just had a reaction to this go up recently. So you should go check that out.
Go watch me have 10 mental breakdowns. Because the music video is amazing.
All right. Well, nothing we haven't seen before. We have Ayo. Literally most replayed. Walk, of course. Need I say more? Traffic. Literally had it on repeat. Like I said in our video of our reaction, they're going to see the amount of listens in America go up significantly because of us having it constantly on replay. Bona Bona. Obsessed. Treasure has really been hitting me hard, coming for me, but Bona Bona is like one of those songs that is iconic.
And the amazing.
Okay, last but not least, we have Nice Guy from Boy Next Door.
A new group on the list.
It was hard between this one or Dangerous, but just their vocal tone and Nice Guy, just orgasm. It's perfect.
I can't get past Tayson and Dangerous, and I never will.
Yeah. These are just the songs I will constantly go back to when I'm at work with my Spotify. Is there any that you also would have put up here? I'm trying to think, other than what we've already had on other slides.
Oh, that's not on other slides.
Put you on the spot.
I don't know. Honestly, now I can't think of it. They may be on my honorable mention slide.
Yeah, sure.
My list is long. I've added more since you've been here. I apologize. I put more behind her back.
Oh, God.
What about you?
Let me look.
Yeah, I see I'd have to look, but we film with my phone, so I can't look.
I can. Yep.
So I just remembered some more of my top 10 that's on my Apple Music. It's more Ballistic Boys.
Favorite Vampire.
Oh.
I'll add that. Yeah, Favorite Vampire. I listen to it constantly. Call Me from Wavy from their new album. I really like that one.
That's a good one.
Da Da Dee from Treasure. Anything else? I'm trying to think specifically that we've already done. Boyfriend by Atlas.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Can I be your boyfriend?
Mine would maybe be, okay, well, it's more Ballistic Boy songs. Animal and Drop Dead. Those are both in my top 10 most replayed of the year. I would say Bodyguard, maybe, by Percy's. Which I think that's on the honorable mention slide, but we'll just say it now, too.
Yeah, definitely Boyfriend and Dadae. Those are and Favorite Vampires.
Yes.
Those are definitely newly added to most replayed.
Ooh, this was a fun one. Ooh. And we have good explanations. So this is our top songs or music videos that we wish we could go back and experience again for the very first time. It's the seventh sense strikes again.
It's gonna be like Beetlejuice or Bloody Mary. You say their name so many times.
I wish Taeyong would appear.
Do Young appears behind us.
So the reason this is on the list, I mean, it is just like literally my favorite NCT song. I wish I could go back. When I first heard it, Taeyong was not my bias at the time.
That's true.
Yeah, this is what made him my bias. So I almost wish I could go back with him already being my bias.
Yeah.
And listen to it with that mindset. It's the same, honestly, with Call D. Like, the first time we listened to it, we did a lyrics video.
We were more like shook over 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because at the time, Taeyong was not my bias. And I was like, okay, this song is amazing. But it was like, you know, like, okay, cool. But I wish I could go back with and listen to it with Taeyong already being my bias.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
Bad Alive. Oh, my God.
Flashbacks.
I literally jumped out of my skin when we watched this music video. Like, I was already like, whoa, look at Lucas doing his like sexy body rolls, and then I glance over and there's a shirtless 10, and I had an out of body experience. You can see it. It's in our Wavy Deep Dive Volume 2. I literally, you can see my soul leaving my body. So I would love to experience that again for the first time.
And Young when he like licks his hand.
Because at the time when we watched it, Yang was my bias, just him. Now I've acquired Kun and Win Win.
Mm-hmm.
So now when I go back and I watch the music video and look at them and not just Yang.
Mm-hmm.
So I also wish I could go back and experience it with that mindset too. On My Youth is my favorite Wavy song. The music video is amazing. It's what made Yang my bias. So I just wish I could experience it again. Like the choreo is so good. Like Win Win doing that is, I just love it. I would love to just experience that all over. Oh, All I Ever Wanted. Bless it. Okay.
All I ever wanted.
So, the Ballistic Boys is my old J-pop group, but they did not become so until, like, honestly, a few months ago, maybe over the summer. I discovered them at the end of last year when All I Ever Wanted came out. And I only knew about it because it featured Gulf Kanawat, which is, like, a Thai actor that I like. So, I listened to the song, you know, watched the music video.
And that's all she wrote.
No, I hated it.
Oh, you didn't like it?
No, I hated it.
Isn't that one of the songs you showed me though?
Yeah, I'm getting there. There was an evolution with this. The first time I listened to it, which is why I wish I could go back and experience it again for the first time. Because the first time I heard it, I was not a fan. But because Gulf was in it, I kept listening to it. And then eventually it just became really catchy. And I was like, okay, all right. And then I started listening to more by the Ballistic Boys. And now they're my old group. So I wish I could go back with the mindset of already loving them and experience it again for the first time. But if you haven't, you should give it a listen. It is a good song. You just have to, I think, get used to it at first. I also wasn't used to that kind of sound.
Yeah.
At the time. So I think now that I'm more open-minded, it's like, okay. And I'm used to their sound now, so. What about you?
Oh, we have Dandelion and Roses at the top. Okay, so both songs themselves, amazing. But having them together, and for that music video, going from the light golden theme, the darker R&B theme, like the best of both worlds put into one. Altered my brain chemistry. Beautiful. Absolutely. I wish I could rewatch those music videos.
Mm-hmm.
Roar by the Boys. The editing was so good. The visuals in the video, loved it. Of course, the song sounds amazing. But even like Q with his like, with the rain.
Iconic.
Their visuals and their videos are just so, they keep you like in, what's the word? Not in trance, like not in caps.
They do have it's almost like you're watching a movie.
Yeah, they really keep your attention.
Yeah.
Poison. Not just because of the video. Well, the track video was good too. I wish I could experience that again too.
That was.
But the song, and even like seeing it live, just something about their voices and Poison, and especially the iconic moment of Hey Chen doing his part.
When he just, it's like they part the seas and there he is. And oh yeah.
It's like just want to start bowing. Like that. That's, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Broken Melodies. Literally, probably my favorite song is Broken Melodies. And that is what made me fall in love with most of their vocals, even before I knew who they were. So getting to experience it again for the first time, knowing the members, like I couldn't imagine had already been standing the group and getting to experience Broken Melodies. That would have been life-changing for me. But I just listened to it as, you know, just a random, I wasn't a Sisney, I was just like a stranger passing through the town. And loved it. So I couldn't imagine how much better it was standing them and getting to hear those amazing vocals they gave us.
Yeah.
Because even when they did the recording, like behind the scenes kind of thing, they talked about how it was one of the hardest songs that they've done to sing. So it's just like 10 out of 10. By Treasure. I would like to experience it again for the first time.
I will forever feel uncomfy and remorseful that we didn't age check them beforehand, because
aside from who's doing it, the choreo of the video is just amazing.
What is that? Oh my god, what is that?
What
is that? What is that? What is that?
Oh,
what is it?
It's probably just like a moth.
Are you sure?
It's just a bug. You scared me. I thought there was a spider on me or something.
Well, I didn't know what it was.
Fine. If it lands like on your forehead, then we'll talk.
There will be no talking.
No talk, only panic.
It will just be heart attacks and stuff. Okay. Sorry, I apologize for the interruption.
Yes, aside from who's doing the choreo in the choreo itself, amazing.
It is.
Like the floor choreo where they like flip and everything. And then they like stand on the other person's back.
Yeah. Yes. I will never get over was it the live stage where Yoshi just basically
just like ascended
off the ground, like, I don't know, you were watching it in reverse. It was wild. Crazy.
But yeah, I would love to experience again, because that choreo just, it fascinates me so much. That just one flippy part and everything. I was going to say, I thought that was when Hyunsuk stood out to me, but he stood out to me the first time in Jikjin. But he also stood out in too. Is there anything else not on this list that you would love to experience again for the first time?
That we did on the channel? Probably a lot. Can I mention something that we haven't done?
Just for shits and gigs.
Oh, for fun?
Sure. Yeah.
Because you've posed this question before on a community post. And my answer...
Yes, good answer. A whole thought.
I literally forgot. My brain went blank and I was like...
I could just literally hear the beep beep boop boop. I was like, the gears were going, then it was like...
My brain stopped working completely. You saw it in real time. It was Set Me Free Part 2 by Jimin.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could experience that again for the first time because the song, the music video is a whole other animal. Yeah. But even just the song alone is phenomenal. It's the best thing I've ever heard from Jimin. All right. What about you? Anything?
August D. Dashwata.
Oh. We did that on the channel, right?
I showed it. Well, I showed you him.
So that even counts.
Kinda, yeah. A loophole. Let's see. Is there anything else? Well, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of things because I've consumed a lot of content. Yeah. Blood, Sweat, Tears too. I'd like to watch that video again for the first time. Aurora, ATEEZ.
Ooh.
The choreo for that video they did, absolutely amazing. Same with NCT though. Like, I wish I could go back and experience all of it again for the first time with a more open mind. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Because now I love Two Baddies. I love Baggy Jeans. Mm-hmm. I love all these songs that I was like iffy on in the beginning. So it's like, if I would have been this open when we first listened to it, I would have just been like, I probably would have been more diehard than I am now.
Oh, for sure. Ooh, our best first impression.
You gotta stop jumping like that.
It's a ladybug. I hate ladybugs. They're
good luck. That's what we need. Please stay a while. Okay. Oh, it's flying.
It's even worse. Anyway, our best first impressions. 1or8 had to make it on this list for me. They're a J-pop group. They only have like 2 songs out so far. Like, they're super new. Go fast. And they just came out with a version with Big Sean, which is wild. And he's in the music video. But they're incredible. I'm so excited to hear more from them because everything so far has been
they're amazing.
Banger. Obsessed. Bus, the first song we ever heard was Liar. So that was iconic. It's the best first impression from them. Proxy, Traffic was our first impression with them. Like, I just can't even. It was so good. Atlas, their Mayday Mayday was our first impression. That music video and song was amazing. One of my most replayed. And then Wavy. Their first impression was Give Me That. And that song and that video was so good. I was genuinely so excited.
I would like to experience that again for the first time. Like, just Wavy in general. I'd like to experience them for the first time.
I agree. So those were definitely my best first impressions. Now, there were more there on the honorable mentions page because there were truly a lot. But I would say these would be my top 5.
Okay, now with mine, the reason why some groups didn't make it here is because I didn't like them the first time I heard them. Not enough to wow me completely. But these are the ones that from the very first reaction, from the get-go, I was in. So, of course, we have Percy's Bodyguard. Amazing. Great first impression. Proxy, same, because Traffic, like, hello, we can talk about it all day. Amazing. Bus, Liar, 10 out of 10. Wavy, Give Me That, chef's kiss. Treasure, Jin. Like, experiencing that, I was so hyped watching that. Amazing first impressions from these people, these groups. Because even though I didn't, really get into some of the other groups, as soon as we listened to them, these did that for me.
Yeah.
So to have that much of a lasting impression from the very beginning, just from one song, blowing my socks off.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yes. 1,000%. All right, moving on. Now, this is in no way anything bad.
No.
And this is our shortest list. I couldn't even think of 5.
I couldn't even think of 4.
Yeah. Because most groups we have liked off the jump.
Mm-hmm.
There's only been very few that's like, we may not have just loved the first song that we heard, but now we love them a lot. So for me, it's NCT Dream. They had to grow on me. Their first song I heard was Moonlight, and that is not my vibe.
I love that song.
To be 100 with you, I have not listened to that song since we reacted to it. It did not get added to my playlist. But I love a lot of their other songs, so that's okay. NCT Wish. Wasn't wild about them at first, but after their last album, I love them a lot. So they've grown on me a lot. Boy Next Door. She introduced them to me in our Let's Dive In series.
You didn't like them in the beginning that much. They weren't really your vibe.
It wasn't my vibe. It was a little lighter than I enjoy. But no, I like Boy Next Door quite a bit. Their last album was very good. And then Ballistic Boys, bless their hearts. The first time I heard them, wasn't jazzed. And now they're one of my old groups. So.
Starting to see a pattern. Me with NCT Wish, I do like their music. It's just not what I look for so far. Steady. I do like Steady, and I listen to it pretty often. So, progress. Mm-hmm. But, like I talked about in a previous video, it's just, I guess it's really just the lack of rap for me.
Yeah.
I feel like if they had rap in the songs that they already have out, I would be super into them. Mm-hmm. It's just, it's missing that little bit for me. But I'm super open and do enjoy the music that they've been putting out. It's just not going to become a daily listen for me. So, they've grown on me. Even if they haven't grown a lot yet.
They will, I have faith.
I love the members. Mm-hmm. Love watching the content about them. It's strictly just music-wise. It's taken some time for them to grow more on me. Mm-hmm. The boys. Like I said, I did not like Gibberish. And you could probably tell that when you watch the reaction to it. I wasn't really impressed with it because I don't feel like we got to hear like a lot of vocals. It was a very different kind of song. Mm-hmm. But then once we started listening to what their music actually sounded like, I'm in love with them. I love the boys. So, yeah. I wouldn't say over time, but they did grow. Mm-hmm. It just took one video. Yeah. NCT 127. This one's kind of iffy because... What were the songs, the first 127s? Two Baddies
and Fact Check. And then Walk, I think.
Two Baddies and Fact Check, I wasn't thrilled about. But when we did Walk, that's all it took. Walk is everything I look for, and they delivered. After that, I was like, okay, I'm 100% in. But yeah, Two Baddies. I do really like Two Baddies now. Oh shit, what was the other song? Fact Check. I don't listen to Fact Check that much, but I still really like it. And I like the video to it. But Two Baddies, I really enjoy listening to that song now. I listen to it all the time. But all it took was Walk. Walk just really did it for me. That did it. Mm-hmm. I was in. Give me some... boom bop hip hop and I'm in.
Yes. Okay, our honorable mentions. Bodyguard by Percy's didn't quite make it to any of my other lists, but it almost did. It was very close. So that had to go here. Back Down from P1 Harmony. Love. Oh, so good. Like, it's starting with Jongsob's rap right off the jump. Oh my gosh, I've never. Diamond, if you don't know them, they are amazing. They debuted this year. We discovered them very early on in our channel. They almost made it to my favorite new groups slide. It was so hard not to put them on there. They're amazing. Blood, Sweat, and Tears by BTS. Incredible music video and song. That had to make it somewhere. TNX.
Love them.
They are so good. It was hard not to put them anywhere else. So they had to go here. Blitzers. Y'all, if you haven't listened to Blitzers,
you're missing out.
Yeah, they're amazing.
They have such variety.
Yeah, they blew my socks off. So good. So had to put them here. Sugar Rush Ride from TXT.
The devil said. Iconic, honestly.
Truly. So good. Sticker. I love Sticker.
I do too. 1000%.
And then Say It from Wavy's Takeoff album. It was so hard not to put it on favorite B-sides, but it was close. So I had to put it on here. I love that. That's probably my favorite song on the album. At the time when we did it, it wasn't. I didn't say that in the video, but as I've listened to the album after our initial reaction, it's become my favorite song on that album. Love it.
Okay, well, top of the list, Because of You I Shine, which is the debut song for Bus. It is still one of my favorites. It is my favorite that they've put out so far. I listen to it all the time. I know that their other songs people are going to say they're better, but something about that debut.
It's really good.
Something about that debut. That's the one for me. Bodyguard, amazing video. I was not expecting all the body rolls and stuff.
Oh
the choreo,
God.
they are just amazing dancers. Love that. Vitamin U. This is a song by Diamond on her list. Seriously though, guys, if y'all haven't listened to Diamond, go listen to them. I promise you they're really good. I recommend Vitamin U and NWB. Please just go watch them. They're really good. They did not do good at all on our channel.
No.
And we're sad that one of the members is no longer in the group. But we absolutely love this group. So just go listen to them. Jungle by CIX. It's the one that you introduced to me on our Dive In series. And so good. The video, iconic, looked good. They sounded good, which they've lost members too. Along with TNX. How many people on here have lost members now? Yeah, Jungle, amazing. Go listen to it if you haven't. Blitzers, just like hers. Go listen to them if you haven't. Witch by Zykers. I love Zyker's music, but something about Witch, the spooky, eerie kind of sound, and they went off with their rapping. That was probably my favorite rap I've heard from Minjae.
Yes.
It just feels like since we've really watched them grow up and hearing how much they've really improved with their rap styles and everything, it's just... I feel like a proud mother.
I know.
Proud auntie.
Most definitely. I think they've got one of the best rap lines in K-pop.
I can't wait to see how they progress as they get older, too. Last but not least, Yuta's Off the Mask. Now, I've talked about it before. I was scared of Yuta in the beginning. He terrified me. He gave me weird energy because I was 100% convinced, and I still am, he is a vampire. If you didn't know, Yuta is a vampire. But now he's like a bias wrecker. So it somehow worked out. But his music video and his entire album, essentially.
It was incredible.
It took me so far back. The nostalgia from his album. The emo vibes. the really grungy rock sound.
Screamo.
So perfect for him. It fits him so well. I'm so happy for him that he got to do this album because he killed it. Amazing. I love this album.
I do too.
So I definitely had to add that to the honorable mentions.
We could have gone on and on. We could have had like 5 honorable mention slides.
Like, endless.
Like, we just took in so much good new music this year.
So we've discussed, favorite music videos, favorite groups, best first impressions, honorable mentions. Let's talk biases.
Okay.
So, who are some of the people of groups that you expected to be your bias? Who didn't make the cut?
Who didn't make the cut?
Like, you were convinced somebody was going to be your bias, and then you, found the one and fell in love and became obsessed. Who took the limelight?
Okay. Well, off the top of my head, probably Thai groups. Who I thought would maybe be my bias at first based on just looking at their picture and maybe what it said their position was. It never ended up being the case. Like with Buzz, I thought maybe Peem would be my bias at first. No, it's Jungti. And now maybe Aaron.
And see, mine was just Heart and X from the beginning.
Yeah.
I just should have went with that.
Yeah, you should have trusted your gut.
Yeah.
Like with Proxy, based on visuals, I thought maybe it was Korn. Oh, and Kim.
I was trying to think of what his name was.
Yeah. And Kim. But no, it's Victor. Unexpected completely, but here we are. It's fine.
The Bandit.
It did me in. Well, you with Proxy, you thought it would be Gun, and it is Gun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was just thinking. A lot of mine have been, from the beginning. I should have guessed that's who it would have been. Mm-hmm. And then there's other ones where I'm just like, well, it could be them, could be them, could be them. And it's just somebody completely random.
Yeah. Like with NCT Dream, when we watched their Killing Voice, I was like, Jamin. Mm-hmm. And Jamin still is my bias. But out of nowhere, completely nowhere, came Chenla. So he's now my old NCT Dream bias over Jamin.
Just replaced him.
I'm so sorry. So sorry, Jamin. I've cheated.
Don't listen.
Yeah, he's literally sitting on the desk, though. I didn't think at all my bias would be Taeyong in 127. I thought maybe at first it would be Yuta. Then maybe Do Young. Then maybe Jaehyun. Nope. It's Taeyong. With Wavy, it's always been Yang from the start. I've just added more. But he's still the old. I love Yang so much. But we've added Kun and Winwin.
When did I notice Hendry? When was it that I decided that I liked Hendry? Because people are like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy that you like him. I wish I could remember.
Was it from Give Me That? Or was it after our first deep dive?
No, because I think Give Me That, I noticed Zhaojun. Because he was the really cheesy one in the performance video with the hat, and I asked people who he was.
What did we do in our first deep dive for Wavy? Was that when we did Miracle and Action Figure? Or was that a different one?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
I thought he was already my bias when we did those.
Because I remember Miracle, you were like, him in that referee shirt. I don't remember what did it.
Hold on, let me look up our videos we've done.
Was it when we did the Wavy guide and you saw how weird he was? They're the only group we've done a guide for.
When he was doing the yoga?
Yeah, it might have been the guide.
My heart was like, it's him! That might have been it. Honestly.
Yeah.
I was trying to think. I was like, when was it that I was like, yeah, it's Hendry.
I forgot we did the guide.
Because I remember the performance video. I know, this is Zhaozhen. I'm going to have to go back and watch some of these.
Mm-hmm.
We should do this in a stream sometime. Just watch us react to our progression.
Yes.
Of these groups.
It would be fun.
And then, like, with 127, I was thinking...
Johnny was your first.
Was he the first one?
Yeah.
I think so. Which I still do like Johnny. He's like... I'm like... Yeah, I guess you would say he's a bias wrecker. But I never would have expected it to be Mark.
I didn't either.
I didn't even bias him in Dream yet. It was like, but ever since we did Cherry Bomb, it's like, okay, we've adopted him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was just biasless. Well, I mean, I had Hey Chan.
Yeah, you for a long time with 127.
Yeah, with 127. But I was like, does it count because he's, you know, an alt bias, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I had Hey Chan. So I was like kind of biasless with 127. So I was really trying to find one. And I was like, I think I like Johnny because he's hilarious. I love his personality. But then Mark ascended. Something about his rapping, which I mean, that's...
Yeah.
It's Mark.
Yeah.
That's
so
why he's debuted like 25 times.
Mm-hmm. With Treasure... So I introduced her to Treasure, but I only knew like 2 songs by them, and I only knew Haruto because he's the one that stood out to me in Jikjin.
Didn't you know who Yoshi was though?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I thought you did.
Mm-mm. I only knew Haruto because he stood out to me, and I had to find out who that was. Mm-hmm. So Haruto has always been my bias. He still is. But I have since picked up Yoshi and Jihoon, and I don't want to put them in a pecking order, but I will say I love Yoshi a lot.
And we thought Yoshi was going to be my bias.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never would have guessed Hyunsuk, Junkyu, or Doyoung. Well, I mean, after Move, Junkyu and Doyoung. So that's fair. But Hyunsuk. I mean, I knew he was swaggy in the beginning. I just never would have expected that he would become the bias.
It was surprising.
And then, let's see. For Dream, we already know that Jisung and Haechan were destiny for me. Well, Jisung really was the destiny. Mm-hmm. And then Haechan, which I loved his vocals, but then when I seen him in Killing Voice and his personality, I was like, Tim. And then I picked up Renjun. We picked up Mark.
Now you got the whole squad.
I got Jino growing on me.
Yep.
Jamin growing on me. Next will be Chenla.
It's fine. Jisung's really grown on me a lot.
Oh, the boys.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was I thought it was Fate and Destiny to be Sunu because we have the same birthday and he is an amazing rapper. So I was like, he's gonna be the bias. Mm-hmm. He's a bias wrecker. Mm-hmm. But out of the woodworks came the little cretin Q and his chaos. All it took was watching some compilation videos, and I was just like, who's this? Because I wasn't as attracted to him the first time we seen him. Mm-hmm. I was just like, just another guy.
Yeah, I was like, all right.
When I seen his personality, I was like, I need to know everything about this person.
We did. We've slightly fought over Sunu, and I guess it was that first deep dive.
Yeah, watch it.
Yeah. But
Thrill
then,
Ride.
Nectar. But then we watched some compilations on our own. Mm-hmm. We kind of went back and watched those videos again. And I was like, no, it's Juyeon, actually.
Mm-hmm. I could never not notice Q. That's how you know it's a bias. If you watch the video like 3 times and you're constantly looking at like the same person, it's like, okay, well.
Yeah. I love that main dancer energy.
Mm-hmm.
For me, my biases are either a main dancer or a rapper. Like, maybe 3% of the time there'll be a main vocal. But it's rare. Well, if you've made it this far...
It's been a wild ride.
It has been chaos per usual. We love to yap. Y'all know. We just like to talk, I guess.
Yeah.
But comment below. Let us know some of your, like, most favorites of this year. Like, we would love to read those.
Favorite songs or music videos.
Albums.
New artists you found.
Anything.
Or if you've found anybody from watching our reactions, like, have you been on the journey with us in discovering groups?
Yeah. We would love to know. We like having just discussions, obviously. So.
We're yappers.
Mm-hmm. We have become, so.
Yap Academy. Illumini.
But that is all for today's video. If you're still here, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Just always being so kind and supportive. We love y'all so much.
Also, if you're still watching, just a heads up, which we'll make a community post about it too. First week of January, we will not be posting. We are going to use the first week of the year to relax and chill. It'll be a very busy time for us with work. So we are just going to take a week of downtime, and after that we will be back to our grooves and doing everything as usual. For Patreon, we will still be uploading regularly. It's just for YouTube. We won't have any posts for 1 week. Just one. Just one. We'll be back. But we hope that y'all have enjoyed spending these past like 6-7 months with us. We hope you've been a part of our journey so far, or if you're new here, we hope you stick around. We're gonna try to do things a little better now. Hopefully things look better, they sound better. Hopefully you want to stick around and hang out with us, because we like to have fun over here. It's a blasty blast. We really appreciate y'all and y'all's support. And, you know, for 1,000 subscribers, we did a giveaway for a K-pop mystery box. We still plan to do more of those. So once we hit 5,000 subscribers, we will do another giveaway for a K-pop mystery box. Or if y'all have any other ideas of mystery boxes, let us know. We'll do that too. Because we love y'all's support and we want to give more to y'all. Even though y'all support us so much already, we want to do more. That's all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching and being here. We hope you had a great year. Happy holidays to everybody. We hope you have an even better year next year. Stay tuned. I hope you stick around to hang out with us. But don't forget to like and subscribe if you aren't already. And we will see you guys next year. Bye.